Hi, my name's Bodhi. I go by they, them pronouns, and this is what you missed on Glee. Now, if you couldn't tell, I'm gay as shit. Not only that, I'm also trans as shit. So, as gay people do, I've decided to share upon the world some interesting news, specifically about a Mesopotamian myth dated about 3000 BC, essentially proving the existence of non-binary people before Jesus and most of your gods. So, listen to me as I rant for however long this video is. Now, this specific Mesopotamian myth is called the Descent of Ishtar. It was originally written in cuneiform and is actually a really long poem. Specifically, Ishtar. Ishtar was known to be the goddess
of love, desire, sex, fertility, justice, political power, war, combat.
Ishtar is known by many different names.
In Sumerian, she was known as Inanna. In Canaanite, she was known as Astarte. Egyptian, she was known as Isis. Carthage was Tanit. And in Greece, she was known as Aphrodite. Or in Rome, she was known as Venus.
She was known for her veracity in the battlefield, but also her love could produce poems of such wonderment and amazement, and yet she could kill you. It was great. Best of both worlds. Introductions aside, the Descent of Ishtar actually starts with the Queen of the Underworld, Ereshkigal. So, Ereshkigal was Ishtar's sister, and if you know about sisters, they had it out for each other for a millennia. Now, unfortunately, Ishtar had made a name for herself in the god community, and as you would know it, she actually staged a coup in heaven before this. So Ereshkigal was kind of worried just a bit that her sister, known for not only love but war, was just knocking on her front door. So Ereshkigal had her doubts. Now, not only was Ereshkigal also very worried about Ishtar visiting, but so were the other gods, until they realized that, oh shit, she was actually putting on makeup and a cute outfit and cool accessories. What? In the myths, it was known that if Ishtar was getting ready as such, she was either getting ready to kill people on the battlefield or to meet a lover. So, what's going on here? What's going on? Now, Ishtar knew that shit was gonna go down when she was visiting her sister, Queen of the Underworld, so she asked her handmaiden Ninshubur to dress accordingly. Not only did Ninshubur have the appropriate mourning attire, but Ishtar told Ninshubur if shit was gonna go down, that Ninshubur needed to go to the other gods in order to rescue her goddess Ishtar. Ereshkigal saw Ishtar looking her best as a threat. She saw that Ishtar was coming to her domain to conquer it. So what did Ereshkigal do? Well, she forced Ishtar to essentially remove a piece of clothing after every gate, and by the end of the 7th gate, Ishtar was not only naked, but also killed. Now, if you remember from earlier, Ishtar is the goddess of love, so that would mean that everything starts to die in the overworld. And the gods realize this, and as they realize this, they wonder, hey, so like, where did she go? What's going on? Now, of course, Ishtar had a plan. So when Ninshubur went to visit the gods and ask for help, the god of wisdom had a plan. There's a rule in Mesopotamian myths that neither man nor woman can enter the underworld. Obviously, other than gods, and if we know anything about myths, that they are consistent. So, Ea's plan is to construct a eunuch. Now, this eunuch, known as Ashur-Sunamir, is charming and beautiful. So they use their wiles to visit Ereshkigal and charm and seduce her in order to give them the water of life, so that they can then revive Ishtar with said water of life. But there is a Mesopotamian saying, no one leaves the underworld unmarked. Enraged, Ereshkigal curses not only Ashur-Sunamir, but everyone like them, that they will always be viewed as suspicious in society. Fuck am I saying? What? Oh my god. After learning about this curse, Ishtar tries to lift it, but unfortunately, she can't. So instead, she gives Ashur-Sunamir a gift. One of wisdom, prophecy, and healing. not only to them, but to every non-binary person ever in the future. And it is known that Ishtar's priests were all people that were gender non-conforming, whether that be intersex, non-binary, but they were always welcomed, specifically under Ishtar. Being non-binary, I feel like I've heard every excuse under the sun in order to hate queer people just because we live. And the fact that religion, specifically, is constantly used against queer people is a major reason for this bigotry. And especially considering the political climate right now, I would just like to point out how trans people did not just show up in the early 2010s. But instead, we have been here for thousands of years, before your god was even considered a god. I tell this myth to present an idea that even in religious contexts, not only are trans people present, they survive, they thrive, and we will always and forever be here to stay. So the next time you meet a non-binary person, you better fucking worship them, bitch!